right now you broadcast your games privately, right? So they can be accessed on your website. What's the situation around broadcasting local games? Are there no broadcasters that have been interested in it? And what led to you guys doing it privately?
Yeah, so I mean, typically in more mature sports markets, you'd have the league actually negotiate whatever the broadcast rights look like with a media house, and then distribute those revenues to the different teams in the league. I think when we, as Sunday Sports, acquired Thunder last year, we found that, at least at that time, there was no league-wide arrangement to broadcast all the games. There were a couple of teams, I think maybe Lindsay, KPA, that would stream their games on Facebook, etc., especially the big games, right? But there was no league-wide arrangement. And then Nile Stadium, which is where all the games are played centrally, that's a facility that's also, again, leased out by the federation, and then they avail it to all the teams for the games. Nyayo has a capacity of about maybe 1,200 people where the basketball arena is. And so we were having a situation where fans were either coming and not having an ideal experience, or for those who couldn't make it to the games were saying, I can't make it, either I'm not in Nairobi or I can't come to Nyayo today. How can I actually see the games, right? And so for us, it was really about just increasing the eyeballs and exposing the product to more fans and growing our fan base. So when we acquired Thunder in August last year, the team had a Facebook following of 1,200 and IG of 700. Today, we're at IG about 8,500, and Facebook were almost 4,000. And so for us, it was really about just showcasing the product and building the numbers behind the team, because then, as you build numbers, that also changes the sponsorship and the money conversation. And so it was, to bring the product in front of people and to also begin to see how we can build a big enough fan base and, compelling metrics that you can then take to a sponsor. I think it's not where we want it to be today, because, I still believe that if you're able to have a more league-wide package, you're able to negotiate something a lot more substantive. And so as it is today, it's kind of like every team just streams what they can. Initially, we were doing it on sport.video, which is a tech platform that allows niche sports to like just stream their games using an iPhone, basically. And then now we've moved to actually putting our games on YouTube, just because it's so much more popular and a lot more easier to access. But definitely looking into potential TV deals, either as a team or through the league, because either way you have to have that conversation with the federation about, what is the split of revenues when you're showing teams beyond your own team on different platforms. But I think what is needed is just a more league-wide approach to be able to return value to everybody, because then all teams can then realize value from that. And for us as Thunder, we want to see other teams also, level up, because the stronger each team gets, in terms of the product, but also revenue, the more compelling the product is for the fans. And so then the whole ecosystem grows.